Facebook Live. Hi, it's Bernie Slavin. Thanks for joining me on Facebook and YouTube Live, and thanks as always to the sponsors: Cornerstone, GRS Insulation, Smith & Friends Estate Agents, Advanced Utility Solutions, Dovecot, Cleveland Systems Engineering, Heroes and Legends, Advanced Utility Solutions, and TGM Cars. Thanks to them. Tonight we went to Queen's Park Rangers. The team, Hackney was out, obviously sent off. Hackney was out, Jones was out, Housen and Doak came in. Great to see Doak returning. The team was Dieng, Borges and Ailing, the two fullbacks. Borges left, Ailing on the right. Clapton, Edmondson, central defenders. McGree on the left, Doak on the right. Morrison, Housen, central, and Azaz and Conway. On the bench was Bryn, Belazer, Fry, Latilaf, Zog, Jones, Dick Steele, Hamilton, and Foz was in there as well. What game did I see? I thought it was don't forget, I put a bit on social media before the game. Some people have a go or kiss of death and all that rubbish. I just says we're going to Queen's Park Rangers. They've won one game in 13. They've not won a home game. They're hopeless, and I expect goals and a victory tonight. And we delivered. Obviously, we still need to go and do it. It's not just easy, you turn up and you take all 3 points. It was a professional performance from start to finish. And the most pleasing thing for me, disappointing losing a goal for the corner kick. Fine. I think Dick Steele ended up getting it. It was an own goal. But 4 different goal scorers. I mean, the first goal, Doak has cut down, he caused problems again. He was immense. He taken off last few minutes, but he was very good. Went right to the goal line, laid it, and there was McGree to clip it past the goalkeeper. The second goal, Azaz got the ball on the right hand side, whipped it. I have to say it was a great ball, whipped in, and there was Conway to finish it off. And then McGree, Latilaf come off the bench. McGree's went to the left. He's put a great ball in behind. Latilaf went up the keeper, rounded the keeper, but he's on the goal line. The keeper dies, he goes round the keeper, there's another player on the line, and he puts it past the two of them, and it was a great finish. And then 94th minute, Belazer scored. Got a wee on it, a lot came into his path, and he just curled it in the bottom left hand corner. And that was it. I have to say, Azaz, Doak, McGree, but the biggest one, I thought Dieng. Dieng said a fair bit of stick, and for me, deserved it. But I'll tell you what, tonight, first half, he had 3 great saves. 3 great saves. He had more than that, but he had 3 outstanding saves. It could have been a different game. But hey, look, in the main, we totally dominated. Scored 4 away from home. Brilliant. Can't ask for any more than that. And 3 points on the board. We're now, I think, 7th in the table. Obviously, teams play tomorrow. I think Luton, who will be playing Saturday, they play Cardiff tomorrow. But they're huffing and puffing as well. Luton are a poor team as well. They're 4th bottom, 3rd bottom. So they're struggling. But well done, Middlesbrough. Every player stood up and was counted tonight. They gave it their all. I'm not even going to moan about fanning about the back, because we scored 4. That's all that matters. We scored 4. Give the lads the plaudits. They deserve it tonight. Don't forget, a lot of pressure on us to go there and produce. But as I say, the most pleasing aspect, 4 goals, 4 different goal scorers. And that's, I think Conway's got 5 for the season. Latilaf's got 3. McGree's off the mark. So, yeah, good stuff. I'll backtrack now and we'll see what's on the board. I've got texts in that. Great result, Bernie for Louis. It was that. Amy Butter says, hi, Bernie. Hi, Amy. A lot better coming on and saying how good we are. Great win, Amy. Yeah, you're dead right. Now, Bernie, Matt Witter. Now, Bernie, I've given Dieng some stick lately, and rightly so. But 0-2, he made 3 crucial saves. I've just mentioned that. Eventually did get a goal back to make it 1-2. Great result, but we still had moments of madness when we tried to play football on the right. Yeah, we did. But we got, as I say, 4 goals. I'm not even going to mention that. We know we do it. It's in my DNA. That's what we do. We mess about the back, wrong areas. Almost got caught a couple of times tonight, even when it was 1-0, and we still, there was a couple of dodgy moments, but we got away with it. we're playing Queen's Park Rangers. You might not get away with it if we're playing Sheffield United or whoever, one of the top better sides. McGree got to be man of the match. Look, Amy, I thought McGree, well, I mentioned it, I thought McGree, Doak, Dieng, Azaz. I mean, Azaz, I thought he was very good tonight. I mean, the ball in for the goal was like, it was like Beckham-esque. I'm not saying he's Beckham. Beckham-esque. When he gets the ball into his track, he doesn't take a touch. And for me, that's a gift in itself. Other players want to take a touch, another touch, and then they end up 2, 3, 4 touches. It shuts down and it goes. He just had it in the space, and there was Conway to say thank you very much. And Lucky Laugh come off the bench. He looked alive. Why, he looked as if he'd a rock up his jacksie. I know it's Guy Fawkes now, but he did look as if he'd a rock up his rear. Good result, Bernie, but I thought we got sloppy in the second half. We did, Timmy. We did get a wee bit sloppy, but it was going to happen. It was going to happen. The lads will just be delighted. They've got the points on the board, scored 4. Any 4 goals in your travels, irrespective of who you play. As I say, I fancied this. Harry, no chance. You seen... What the blinking hell is this? What is this? Harry, no chance. You seen... Baldini? What is he on about? Who's that from? I don't even know why I read it. What's his name? I don't know. He's bonkers anyway. A good result, Bernie, but we're still Harry at the back. That's somebody else used the word Harry. Yeah, Harry's scary at the back. Yeah. Yeah, as I say, I'll be critical, but yeah, but I see it every week, the messing about at the back. I mean, there was one, the end, second half played one, we almost got caught out. There was 2 in the first half. Big Clarkey, the first 4 balls went to them. I was thinking, oh, here we go. But the lads kept at it, professional, start to finish, got the job done, can enjoy the trip back. Phil Otten says, will never turn my nose up at 3 points, but QPR are relegation certainties. I thought they were brutal. Not taking anything away from us, we still need to beat what's in front of you. It's old cliche, but it's a true saying. Matt Clark, no hair, his nickname, alright, is Baldini, like, alright, Maldini, I get it now, like Maldini, right, I get it, yeah. He wasn't Maldini, the first 4 passes went straight to them. Yeah, good result, but I thought, yeah, I think, second half, as I say, there was a few wee bits where we sort of went to sleep, but we got revitalised. Michael Carrick did make the subs late on. They come on, did the business. I mean, Lucky Laugh scored a great goal, but Lucky Laugh, his first ball was one in the air. He went up right away, won the first ball, chased it. Unlucky for the defender to get on the end of it and play it back to his keeper. And then he was in there for the goal. It was a great ball from McGree. So we'll never turn those up yet. Conway is everything you need in a striker. His work rate, finishing and pleasing, his connection with the fans. I agree, Phil, I agree. Makes me a wee bit, I don't know why, because I think Andy was quicker. A wee bit like Andy Payton. His movement, workhorse, scores goals. Makes me a wee bit Andy Payton. Don't know why. I've not seen enough of him to really gauge that. But yeah, he does work his socks off and he does connect with the fans. And the thing about Conway, he looks as if he enjoys it. I mean, some players look as if it's a chore. You know, blowing and don't look as if they enjoy it. But this kid looks as if he enjoys it. So does Doak, mind you. Matt Whitten says, hi Bernie, what did John Henry think of Doak? Because there's an uncanny resemblance between them both and the way they both run with the ball. It's because they're bandy-legged. Because they're small and hefty, well built, and bandy-legs. By the way, John Henry was somewhere, and Doak's obviously get a couple of Scottish caps already. How John Henry did not get capped by Scotland, that's a mystery. If he played for Celtic Rangers, they'd have had 50. Easy. Yeah, that was a crime. But saying that, you look at Scotland, Alan Hansen got what? He only gave it 20 odd caps. And you look at guys like Carlton Palmer getting 50 England caps. Yeah, there's no reason to rhyme sometime. Keith Williams says, Bernie, for the first time this season, Dieng played well and I give him man of the match. Well done, Keith. He was up there without a shadow of a doubt. He was brilliant. He had 3 great saves. One was the first one that he saved was destined top left-hand corner. The next one was bottom left-hand corner. And then I think there was one the right. But he did the business tonight. And so Dieng, who's been getting stick and flack, and for me, deserved it. He deserves the plaudits tonight. So some fans go through seasons just criticising one player. No matter what they do, they just don't like a guy. Dieng deserves the plaudits tonight, without a doubt. And that's hard for me to say, Keith says. Yeah, but you're brave enough to say it. Just what the doctor ordered, Colin Fry it, you're not kidding. What about the Celtic Bernie, Andrew Mills? Millsy boy! I couldn't watch the tip because at my boyhood heroes, I'm watching my team, Middlesbrough, because I talked about them. But I seen the tail end. Hey, well done, the Celtic. 3, was it 3-1 it ended up? I think the goal disallowed just at the end, but 3-1. Doing well. Doing very well. And the weekend, 6 against Aberdeen. Dear me, who's second top team in Scotland. Wow. The other result that caught my eye, obviously Middlesbrough was the be all and end all, but Celtic, well done to them, my boyhood heroes. But the other one was, who do you call Sporting Lisbon against Man City. Was it 3 or 4-1? Has Pep, is he losing his sparkle now? And the manager of Sporting is obviously going to Man United, isn't he? I think that's done deal. Once it's international break, and it was a great result for Sporting Lisbon. I've got connections with Lisbon and Portugal. Dieng had to play well tonight, going back to his old club. Hope he carries on. Oh, Daniel, he definitely did that. Yeah, he went back to his old club, but he really put in a shift. Frank result tonight. QPR looked like being in a lot of trouble this season with Paul Ronald. Now, can we back it up against Luton? Would be nice, but so would sleeping with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There's a few things coming out tonight, isn't there? Yeah, there's no point tonight going scoring 4 and putting them to bed. Early doors would put them to bed. They never looked as if they were going to get back in it. Yeah, they did get a goal, but they still were. They were really poor, and I can't see how they're going to get out of it. I think their manager, he could be next in the list. I don't wish sacking in anybody, but I think he could be gone tomorrow after that. They were awful. We were good, they were awful. Michael McCluskey says, be nice to play like that at home, eh? Michael, that's why I put a tweet out earlier. I'm on here tonight. I expect a victory, 3 points and a few goals. People are going, oh, you put the kiss of death on it. What you on about? We've did this, we've not done that. I believed it. My gut was we would go there and win tonight. And we did it. Convincingly. Yeah, we slipped in for a 20-minute period, but we recovered and scored 4 fine goals. So, but the home form, 8 home games we've played. We've scored 7 at home in 8 games, league games. And we've conceded, including the League Cup game at home. So 8 league games at home. Is it 4? We've not 2. We beat the Bristol, beaten Saturday, 2 draws. I think we've conceded something like 13 goals at home. That's in 9 games. A cup game. And this nonsense that people I keep meaning to bring this up. When we get on to the League Cup, I said concentrate in the league. It's all the league now. It's all the league. Well, we've won 6 league games and we've been beat 5. So it's not exactly setting ahead of the league. We've bombed up the league and we're top of the league with Sunderland. Yeah. So the cup has no bearing on the league. I say it every year. It's born repetitive, but people keep falling into the trap. If people keep telling you something, you start believing. Well, if you're not got common sense, you start believing them. It'd be nice to play like that at home. So yeah, Michael, I've read that, and you're right. The home form's where you rope people in. If it was Carrick, I would play 4-4-2 against Luton, but I know that he won't. Darren, there's no team in the country now would play, irrespective of division or quality. None of them play. As I say, the coaches and managers are all sheep-like figures now. Sheep. They're just sheep. There's nobody different. Nobody does anything different. We know what happens. Corner kick against everybody in the box. Cup games, everybody abuses it. Mess along the back line. We all do it. I seen a talking about them tonight. I I watched, I'm into my music, I love my music. I have to say, music's even overtaking football at the minute. And it is to Robert Smith. Robert Smith, the lead singer of The Cure. They've got a new album out, Lost World. And I watched an interview with him last night. So he was plugging the album and talking every song. And then it came to, he was asked, you're a footballing fan, who do you support? He says, I support Queen's Park Rangers. Who's your more or less boyhood hero? Stan Bowles, God rest Stan Bowles. He passed away recently. But then he was asked, what was the last game you were at? He says, I fell out of love with football. I've not watched Queen's Park Rangers or football in general. He says, I've watched England in the World Cup, but I do not watch domestic football. And for 10 years, and when the guy says why, he says, it's predictable and tedious. And I'll be honest, sometimes I look at certain games like that. You know, this is a guy who's a top artist, been in the game for 40 years, very clever lad, he comes across as very civil guy, no edge, no ego. But he's just saying outright, Queen's Park Rangers fan, Stan Bowles my favourite player, I went for a curry with him, and I was intrigued by that, and obviously we were playing him today, I was watching it last night, and then when he's asked, why have you not been for 10 years, he says, because it's predictable and tedious. Against a better team, we might have threw that away. I'm not getting carried away. I don't get carried away, Scott, for God's sake. No, don't get carried away. I'm a regular on YouTube live. Thanks, Scott94. But I need to be in Runswick Bay at 7 tomorrow. At least I can go to work happy up the borough. Yeah, get yourself to bed. Good night. Sweet dreams. Just think of the 4 goals. We hit the back of the net 4 times. I still can't believe that Coventry hit the back of your net 6 times. Thankfully, there was 3 disallowed. Yeah, let's be balanced. Tonight, great result. Great 3 points on the board. Gets us to 7. Joint 6. A lot of games on tomorrow. Obviously, it could change. We have per game, we have a say. Tonight, the players deserve the plaudits. Dieng certainly deserves the plaudits. And everybody did their job. Great result, Benny. What a result for Celtic this is for Michael. Goody, hi, goody. You be so happy. Amazing result. Come on the hoops. Hey, boyhood heroes, goody. Yeah, I was delighted that the... do you know what game I'm trying to... I might scale the fence because probably not get tickets. Aston Villa, Villa Park, January. That's one of the games I'd love to see. Last time I watched Celtic in England was against, I can't remember what year it was. Graham Souness was the manager of Blackburn Rovers, and Celtic came down and beat them. Richard Pearson says, great result, Bernie, but this playing out for the back needs to stop, and against good teams, we won't get away with it. It's absolutely head-bending on guessing which borough are going to turn up the borough for Richard Pearson. I agree, Richard. I'm not a fan. I love football. I love the passing game, but this passing is what is boring, and it's repetitive, and it's taking chances, and it's gambling. I mean, I reflect on the game on Saturday. We all say Hackney. The second card wasn't a yellow card, so he shouldn't have got the red card. But when I watched it, the ball comes to the left side, and when it comes to the left, we've got an opportunity. Borges are playing it up the flank, but we don't. We're still in our half. We play it square into a busy area. Hackney's touch is poor, therefore he has to lunge in to try and retrieve the ball. If his touch is good, there's no problem. But I call it taking chances. And tonight we took a few chances when it was 1-0 or 2. We were still taking chances and risks. And I don't see why we should take risks. As you say, the better teams. If we were in the Premier League playing like that, we'd get humped every week. Well, look at Carragher. Would he won 3 games in the Premier League? But he didn't really play that way. He just tried to defend. He didn't try and go and win games. At least Carrick would have a go. Great result, Benny. Up the borough from Tunisia. That's it, Brian Kent. Tunisia. Andy Townsend. What an impact Doak is having. For a long time we've missed a winger, but isn't scared to get mam and putting deliveries into the box. Yeah, took me a while to get a couple of good deliveries, but the ball he gave to McGree was a fine ball. but he's strong. He's small but strong. He's like John Henry, Gary Hamilton style, like stocky, game, fearless. And obviously, I see Michael Carrick, was it Michael Carrick quote? Where he says, I still didn't buy into it. Like, obviously, he got taken off last week. We're going over all ground, but he taken off last week. And then they says that he had a bit of fatigue. Come on. I don't buy into this. Do you know what happens in the modern game? And I know this for a fact. Carrick wouldn't say it outright. I'm sure he wouldn't. The sports scientists these days, they got all the figures, you know, how many runs you've made, how many breaths you took, everything. They get into everything. And then they can go to the manager or the coach in Carrick's position and say, listen, we think you need maybe a wee rest. That happens, believe it or not, in the modern game. So it's not even the coach that would say that. There's guys that do all the figures and whatever, you know, how many miles you're running. Yeah, you need a bit of rest. Fatigued, 18 years of age, 5-6 games for Middlesbrough, 2 for Scotland. I said the other night, I came to Middlesbrough in shit pitches at Essen Park. Bad weather, it was clogged up. There was woodbine walling out, you're not allowed to smoke stadium. There was woodbine, pies, piss, everything. Smog's gone now because the works are closed down. Smog, we did all that. 4 years, never missed a game. Check it out, never missed a game 4 years. In fact, I think there was a few years went 4 years and never missed a game. And I came when I was 24. And if so Carrick more or less says that he's going to respect Liverpool. Well, did we respect Wolves when Gills came? Gills came, left back, played about 45 games. Didn't see gain him a rest, and he was 4 years older than Doc. As I say, the modern game, I don't get it. A lot of things I don't get. Don't say that's what the point now. If you've got an opinion on today's players, they'll pinpoint and pigeonhole. He's a dinosaur. He's not a clue. What are you on about? We watch the modern game every night on the telly, every Saturday at the Riverside, every away game on the telly, Premier League, Championship, Second Division. Watch it all. We're all at speed with what's going on, but there's something missing. The ingredient that's missing is sometimes it's boring. Let's follow this up at the weekend against Luton, Brian Kent. Let's hope so, Brian. Small thing, but we caught the ball a lot. Controlling passes, dead and getting it nicked from us. This is for James Adam Kane. If we think we have loads of time and aren't expecting a press, Howson did it first half on the edge of his own box. He should know better. Yeah. Give Howson the benefit of the doubt. Howson's been out for a wee while. Well, he's not played a lot of games, has he? Last year, this year. Yeah. But as I say, Big Clarkie got 3-4 balls. First 3-4 balls he got, took chances and risks. There was one he played across, I think it went to the left back, and it went out of play. And then the next 2-3 he gave away. In their own half. Doc dancing like a monkey in a hot tin. Edgar Andy. Yeah, Doc is just exciting. As I say, my biggest fear is if Liverpool were to reclaim Doak back. Obviously they're top of the league, aren't they? And they're doing brilliant under the new manager. It's been a seamless transition from Klopp, and Liverpool are still battling away and doing the business. And still entertaining, still scoring goals. Bernie, good result, but I love us playing wingers. Chris Charlton. Yeah, as I say, I still don't think McGree's a winger. I still think McGree would be a great number 10. But Azaz was good tonight. I've been critical of him because he's lack of goals, but he does create goals. And tonight, the ball in was a dream ball. It really was, from the right. As I say, the secret was he never took a touch. When the balls come into his path, he just looked up, got behind the defenders, whipped it behind the defenders, keepers in no man's land, and Conway's nicked in and dinked it by him. So, well done to him. But wingers are exciting, aren't they? Clark looking a bit dubious and few issues. Bit too relaxed at the back for me. Edgar Andy. Yeah, Big Clarky, I thought, hit he missing tonight. He went to a good play to a pub player within 10-minute periods. Taking chances, playing square balls, playing bad balls. And when we hit it long, because we're programmed and our DNA is play it along the back and keep retention of the ball, and we all know why we try to play around the opposing player, I get all that. But when we do, or we're forced to hit it long, 9 times out of 10 it goes to the opposition. Because we're not used to playing it long or hitting long passes. Good to see us scoring goals from Michael Webster. Hello, Webber boy. Good to see us scoring goals, but still a bit sloppy. Can't get away with that, with the better teams. Deng had a good game tonight. So everybody, yeah, well done, Webber. Yeah, it's easy to criticise. Any mug can criticise. Let's give Deng praise tonight. I'm not his PR, man. I've given him stick. Sometimes he's been hopeless and deserved to get chipped for 30, 40 yards and got away with it when he should have been punished. But tonight, he had 3 great saves. And but for his heroics, we might have won at half-time 2-2. That's how good he was tonight. Rob Todd says, when we get the ball forward quick, we look brilliant. When we slow it down and it's laboured, the other team must love it. Love that. Cracking 3 points. Very impressed with Azaz tonight. I was impressed with Azaz. As I say, Azaz, I look at his goal tally as a former striker and I think 1 in 30, 1 in 14 games, not good enough. Well, it's not good enough, but he has created a few. And he created a great goal tonight, as I say, for Conway. So he deserves the plaudits as well as us. I've never said he's a bad player, but the check, hit, gets blocked, takes too long to get the ball at his feet if a shot off his cell. That's why he doesn't score more goals than he does. But yes, yeah, sometimes slow, laboured, predictable passing, that's when it becomes boring and tedious. But tonight, there were sections of that, but a lot of times, the likes of when Letty Laugh came on and McGree peeled wide and played it, great ball. That was quick play. Like that, it jumped there, sorry. Hold on, I have to backtrack because it jumped there. I was ready. Edgar Andy says, tempo, moving the ball upfield, much improved, but defence looks dubious. Well, the defence is dubious. That's why we've conceded loads of goals. Dan Graham says, Bernie, all the other fans love Ben Doak, but I worry we can't seem to play offensively without him. He's not a player. What happens if Liverpool recall him? Does our team go to pot? Well, obviously the proof's in the pudding. It's not happening yet, but Liverpool, as we all know, could recall him. Well, I don't know the contract situation. He might have to stay here, but I doubt it. I think Liverpool will have a clause saying that if they want him back, then he'll have to go at the beck and call. But it'd be some blow, because you'd have to lift Jones's attitude and confidence. Jones, off the bench on Saturday, wasn't in it. There was no spark. He's obviously feeling the pressure now. He knows he's under severe pressure. And as long as Doak remains fit, I don't see Jones getting in. And Jones probably deep down knows he's not going to get in. And then if Doak was to go, Jones will be thinking, am I going to hold down a first team place? They're going to bring another winger on. So he's got a different mindset now, Jones. Hey, I've had it myself. And I played with Middlesbrough. We signed Peter Davenport from Manchester United. Massive team. My biggest teams in the world. Peter Davenport played before us under Cloughy, coming here. And I remember going to Bruce Rake and saying, don't judge us with the price tags, because he cost nearly $1 million, I cost 25 grand. I said, don't judge us with that. And initially I was pushed out left to accommodate Davenport. Davy, his nickname is. I like Davy. People say I don't like that, bullshit. So Davy got the middle and I played out wide, but I was still getting goals for it wide, because every time the ball came in for the right, I was coming in back stick and getting on the end of them. I didn't just stay out there. But then eventually I moved up the middle. And then the same thing happened, Andy Payton. I'm a fan of Andy's. Andy was a great player as well. Brilliant at Hull, and came here in different spell with injuries, whatever. And I says to Lenny again, you paid £1 million. Judge us on what we do in the park, not with price tags. So I think if coaches, managers are fair, well, there's not a lot of money being spent at the minute, is there, at Middlesbrough? I remember Players Lounge at Ayresome Park, Fergie Randy, pints lined up on the bar, ready for players coming in, smoky and dark, but what great crack. Yeah, they were good days. For those that don't know, the younger viewers, we were at Ayresome Park, the heart of Middlesbrough. There was a Players Lounge. It was an old bar, you're right, smoke-ridden. I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, it was no good to me. I never seen a pint of orange on for me, it was all pints. And then there was a big snooker table. I remember that. I think half the base was burnt with cigarette stubs. Not the best performance, but took our chances. Phil Batch, Howson made us tick first half. He starts ahead of Hackney on Saturday. Ealing left back. Dick Steele right. Back for me, Borges needs pulling. I'm still surprised that Dick Steele doesn't get ahead of Ealing. Dick Steele's younger, more vibrant, quicker, can go forward, deliver, so can Ealing, but he's quicker in doing that, he's quicker getting back. And Dick Steele must feel hard done by. You know, he's played well whenever he's been given opportunity, and then he just dropped like a bag of spuds. Nice to see all them wanting Carrick out at the weekend are quiet tonight, Wayne Matthews. Well, I'm not one of them. This is what I don't understand about certain fans. We win tonight, they put us in a pedestal, and we're going to win the league. Nonsense. We need to get consistency into our game. We're only consistent being inconsistent. We've won 1-6 and lost 5. Another one draws. Still not great, but we're near that top 6. We're in the top 6 at the minute as it stands tonight with the games tomorrow. So we're still sitting where we want to be. If we don't make top 6 come the end of the season, it's failure. I don't care who says what. We keep getting told how great the squad is, best squad ever. Well, we need to start proving it, and we need to get consistent. You know, Saturday was just, tonight was great. 4 goals, brilliant. Saturday was demoralising. It was powder puff. Like watching a dog and gun. All the lads had a few drinks, but garbage. We conceded 6 goals on Saturday. Think about it. Digest it. 6 goals at home in front of our own support. Thankfully 3 disallowed, but we let 3 in the week before. Tonight, I was hoping a clean sheet. Wasn't to be, but we scored 4. You're only as good as your last game, and we won tonight. So that, well done. Because, as I say, if we went tonight and get beat, by God, the pressure's on again on Saturday anyway, looking at our poor team as well. But even a draw, I wouldn't have accepted a draw tonight, but I was confident. My gut was, games I've watched away, we play well. Norwich are a fine team. They're as good as us. We went there and took the game to them and we were terrific. Away from home, we've not got a problem. It's at home. At home, we do not perform. We perform away from home a lot of the game, but at home, we seem to get, I don't know, we're nervy. But we're still funny about the back. And I always think, if you're nervy, why are you messing about the back and taking chances? We keep talking about the same old stuff, it's boring now. Any word on Engel? Gels, choosing higher Gels. Never heard anything about Engel. Nobody even mentions him. Mike Benidi with the left back going off injured tonight. That's a good point, but as one of the lads says, will he put Ayling out there, vastly experienced, to do a job for a game or two, and brings Dick Steele in on the right? I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know the answer, Gels. But it's like a lot of players. You know, Van der Berg, where did he get injured? There's just too many injuries happening, and I'm becoming a wee bit superstitious, saying, well, where's all this going on? Where is it happening? Keith Short says, different team with Doak in the squad. Jones really needs good hard look at himself, a good hard look at himself. Nowhere near the level and standard of Championship at the minute. Look, Keith, it is difficult as well when you're at the team and your morale's low. You hit a barrier. I know you're a professional, but sometimes it does get to you. There was only once in my career that I had a spell, wasn't scoring, wasn't enjoying training. I was probably a bit depressed, not knowing back then. And it just sort of got to me because I was never used to no scoring goals on a regular basis. I'm not saying that pig-headed. I'm just saying, I thought it was 12, it was something like 9 or 10 games. And as I say, my ratio was 1 every 2.5. So I'd never experienced this, and it really got to me. Now, Jones now, He's looking at this guy Doak thinking, wow, he's setting the header of light here. Scottish international, brave as a lion. But Jones came in with those qualities when he first came in the team. And then they evaporated with injuries, loss of form, managers not fancying them. I thought he'd have been off in the summer, to be honest. But he's still here. So what he has to do, he either disintegrates and disappears, or he rolls his sleeves up and say, hey, do you know what, Doty lads? I'm up for the fight with you. I'm up for it. And get back to... Because he has got qualities. He has got qualities. He's fairly quick, he's skillful, he's direct. But what crept into his game in the last year is negative. Get the ball, turn and playing it back. That does my head in. At least Stoke, first train of thought is get turn, go to the defender, go for the juggler, or play the 1-2, get it back and then go up the line. And he goes to the line, he gets to the byline, the goal line. And that's something that Jones has lost. He's not lost it. For whatever reason, he doesn't want to do it. Might be down to confidence. Might be down to what Carrick's telling him. But he's not the player that when he first came in the team that was refreshing and exciting and direct. Happy Guild tonight, winning away 4-1. This is for Samantha Moore. Hi, Samantha. But still struggling to recognise our best team. Latif scores a great goal against Sheffield United, then didn't start in this game. Dick Steele great against Norwich, but didn't start against Coventry. Consistency is key. I agree. I think Michael Carrick has got his best team, and well, maybe he is picking what he thinks is his best team. I always thought sometimes I dropped into the number 10 role. They never really use it. They would just say Bernie plays in the hole. That's what I did in Scotland, play in the hole, which means the number 10 role behind the front man. And when I came to England, some of my mates who are left behind at Albion Rovers would say, when you go there, you need to harness and get up there with the big lad. You can't just keep dropping into the hole. So it's always been around that role, but if I was scoring goals, I would expect to win the team. But this is the thing about modern football. I could score two, Latif scored a great goal, but the odds are he won't start on Saturday. Azaz could say he played well, which he did, but there's other games I've watched Azaz and he's not performed, and yet he's still on the team the next game. Do you know what? Azaz is one of the few who's played every game. Check that stat out. Tell me I'm wrong. Played every game. And he scored one goal. But he's made a few. So maybe that's just keeping him in the team. But I would still rather he scored goals than make goals. It's up to the other guys to make goals as well. But I'm glad that McGree opened his... I'm sure he opened his account first goal. He was due one. Much better tonight, Bernie boy. Gary Rolfe. Not perfect, but 3 points and 4 goals. I can't see Doak going back to Liverpool when they have Salah and Chaser, is it? You just never know in this mad game. Look, Liverpool are blessed with unbelievable experienced international players who've won everything in the game. Doak's still an afterthought, but if somebody get injured or they decide to have him back, then who are we to deny him that? Doak must be catching the eye, and there'll be scouts in Liverpool coming here and watching his performances. And I was sitting next to a Scotland scout. He's actually partnered with John Henry. I was sitting next to him on Saturday. The only reason I knew he was a Scotland scout, the Scotland thing on, I'm thinking, no. He was there to watch Doak, funnily enough, and he went, Doak's not playing. That's what happens when you're a scout. You go about and you don't pick a team, you only turn up hoping to see that player. Edgar says, you're better than Davy. Bernie, lad, don't ever forget that kid. You bet. Oh, Davy. Hey. Now, Davy's a nice guy. Davy was a family man at the time. A lot of us were single lads. He was a family man. I think Dick Steele is underrated at centre-back. Yeah, Dick Steele's another one who can play centre-back. He's versatile along that back line. Stephen Matthew Frost says, a lot of things need to change. Think we just not doing it, playing a game with players who can't play that way. I would love to know, I don't know if any the journalists about the local area, would they have the balls to say to Michael Carrick, Michael, do you tell the players how to play? Or do you ask them, are they happy But with your ideas, do you ask him, are you happy playing this way? Because Bruce Rea sometimes gave us that, he would say a certain plan, and he would say, are you happy with that? See, there's different type of coaching. You could be tunnel vision, my way or the highway. Or you can say, this is what I want you to do, and then look at the team and say, are you comfortable doing this? Are you happy doing that? I mean, look at Erling, 33 years of age. I bet he's not fannied about at Leeds United. I bet he kicked everything that moved, Erling. I bet he was up and down there, booting everything, the ball, the opposition. All of a sudden now he's just to pass it around the back line. And as I say, when he left out a couple last week, for me, he wasn't giving Doak the ball. He's not used to that. He's used to humping it and pushing up and scrapping. So how do you think he feels, 33-year-old, booted everything that moves, and now he's in a team that's, well, in a modern era now, that's totally transformed. But I agree that sometimes it is repetitive and boring. Not just Middlesbrough, when I watch the top teams do it as well. And do you know what I actually enjoy in a perverse kind of way? When I watch Premier League football and they're funny about the back like we do and they get caught and it ends up the back of the net. I love it. I love it. Do you feel these international games are a disruption on the season just when we get a decent run going? This is for Dan Graham going. It stops and we struggle to get going again afterwards. I think at certain times it can be a good thing. For non-international players that's left at the club behind and maybe get a few niggles or injuries. If you're doing well, you don't want an international break to disrupt that. Saying that, if you're not going well, you still want the games to come quick. I just think international football, the majority is Mickey Mouse now, and it's amazing the amount of people that's lost interest in international football. I mean, they've given it another name now, isn't it? This league thing. It's just a money spinner. I remember Alec Ferguson. I think he was renowned for going to Man United and playing and say, listen son, it's a nothing game for England or Scotland. This is Man United, this is their bread and butter. I'm sure a lot of that goes on, still goes on. Dale Fry's almost fit. This is for Mike Flanagan. Hi Mike. But does that give him a warrant to walk back into the team ahead of our current defenders? And is he better than what we have? Great result tonight. Can only beat the team in front of you, Bernie. Without a doubt, mate. I says that. You know, you can't just turn up there and walk in with a swagger. Well, especially after Saturday. Our tails were between our legs. But we soon revitalised night. I think Howson gives the team more shape midfield. Experience solid. Although a few passes went astray by him today. As I say, Chris, he's still not match fit. He's been in at the team. He's been on the bench. He's been at the... So, yeah, Howson's a top professional. Never moans, never's in the press for the wrong reasons. Since he's came to Middlesbrough, he's been the perfect professional at Middlesbrough. Great ambassador for the football club. So, I don't know the lad personally. I think I've said a lot to him once. Never the conversation, but he just looks a top professional and a top lad. So, and we're very lucky to have him. Yeah, you can only beat the team in front of you. Michael Paul says, evening Bernie, evening Michael. Would like to hear your thoughts on the quality of the assist tonight. Great to see the control Azaz, McGree and Doak showed alongside some excellent decision making, which has let us build up play down at times this season. Looking forward to Saturday at the Borough. Well, Michael, I mentioned it at the top, you might have not heard me, but yeah, Doak is going to create no matter who he plays against. The good teams, the bad teams, the indifferent teams, the fast, the quick, the strong. He's up for the fight and getting to the byline tonight and cutting it. And McGree, to be fair, went over the near post. There's a lot of games I watch home and away where we don't gamble and go across the near post. That means go in front of the goalkeeper and get a nick to it. Well, McGree done it, so that was brilliant. The second goal, Azaz, I mentioned, obviously you've not heard me, it's went into his path on the right. A lot of players like a touch, another touch. He didn't. He let it. He just carried on, let the ball roll, whipped it with his right foot right into the path of Conway, and that was two, and that was brilliant. And then McGree's ball on the left, he's whipped in behind the defender the nightmare. He's in there, rounded the keeper again, Guy's on the line, he's booted in the net, brilliant. And then Beleza comes off the bench and he scored a lovely goal as well. He made it himself, wee a look, got it, looked up, curled it inside his right boot, bottom left-hand corner. Great finish. So yeah, I was chuffed with the performance, chuffed with the goals. There was some heady moments, yeah, messing about the back, but we see that every week. You get away with it tonight, but again, if you keep doing it, you're going to get punished. Evening, Bernie. Jamie, that calls into the show. Hi, mate. Hi, Jamie. Much better tonight. Unreal in that away end. Yeah, I heard the Borough fans through and it kept panning in on the Borough fans. Great noise. I take it you're there, Jamie, yeah? So Jamie that calls into the show. Much better tonight. Unreal in that away end. The Borough fans are known and renowned for travelling and getting right behind their side. And every game I watch on the telly, no matter where it is, I always hear the Borough fans loud and clear. And I know a lot of them that travel and make the long journeys. The big steal of Borough to get there. That's not in a derogatory way. I mean, that's hardship. They work their ass off, those that's fortunate enough to have a job, to get money to go and watch their beloved team. And they've got opinions, but they'll still be there. See, that's the thing. Opinions, but still support your team. Have opinions, whether they're strong, weak, whatever, but you still go and see your team. Conway's refreshing to see, very demanding, get players to push up with him. This is the key shot. Always talking like his work rate. Yeah, I noticed that. He's always pulling people and remonstrating, and that's healthy. That is healthy. Jamie Lysett says, from the stands, looked a wonderful goal from Latte. Another one, Jamie. Hi, Jamie. The Latte Laugh goal was a great goal. As I say, the ball for McGree, who was on the left, he's put it in behind the defender. Latte Laugh's got in front of him. He's rounded the keeper, and he's got the ball in it. I think he's sort of hit it and he's come back to him, and he's rounded the keeper again. And as the defender tried to go into the line, then he's just put it in empty net. It was a great goal. But Latte Laugh from the off looked vibrant. He looked, as I say, Guy Fawkes rock up. He looked the part. The only thing I questioned tonight was that the defence was very shaky. Thankfully, Deng saved us a few times for Cal Atley. Hiya, Cal. And we got the 4 goals. Yeah, look, I could pick holes in it, of course I can. But I ain't going to tonight. I just think we are what we are. Michael Carrick has made it quite clear, a lot of clarity, that he ain't going to change the way he plays. Sometimes I question it, his sanity, but a lot of times we get away with it, but there's times we're going to get punished, and there is times we have been punished. And for me, I'm not a gambling man, but it just looks sometimes you're gambling. But as I say, big Clarkey tonight, and I'm not picking Clarkey. He went on to have a good game, but first 3 passes were straight to them. Square balls in their own half, going forward, going astray. Yeah, that's not good for morale and confidence. But when we get the goal, the opening goal, then you think, but I have to look. We were good, and the 4 goals were great, and the creativity was great. But they were garbage. I cannot see. As I say, I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow to wake up and that guy's gone. I don't even know his name. He'll be gone. You're not a gambling man ever since you had to get your cheeks out in the window in Borough. That's a fair point, that. B. Ruben. I see Ruben at the end of the day. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not a betting man since I flashed my backside in Ben's window. You're right. I tell you what, I've said it before. So, if we, the Borough, get automatic promotion, top 2, I will go full frontal. And you can nominate a window, but just promise me it's a big window. Carrick in we trust, David Williams. There was a lot of people saying that the weekend. David, were you one of them or weren't you one of them? Everyone's negative. God help us if we lost tonight. Leslie, you've just joined us now. There's a lot of positivity. Well done, Dieng. He's getting the plaudits. Well done, Azaz. He's getting the plaudits. McGree, dope as always. A lot of positives tonight. Carl Atley says, I really didn't want to pick out anything like that and see a lot of negative. Charlie's always even after we won. Edgar says, what was the bet and odds you're not getting your buns out in the borough. What was the bet? And odds you're not getting your buns out. Is that an English word, buns? Does that mean your ass? I don't, buns? I thought buns was something else. Anyway, what was the best? I didn't look into the odds or whatever. It was just, it came, I mean, the younger viewers may not know. I was, we're running out of time, but I'll tell a daft story because I'm in a good mood because we won. I criticised the keeper, but he done well tonight. For Chris 87. Winning at Man United, it wasn't it, yeah. Joined you 50 minutes ago and sent a message, but you don't read out. Didn't see it. Ronnie McFemale, mate. Ronnie, hi Ronnie. Hi Bernie, hope you're well, mate. Ronnie, yeah, and I got the Castle thing. I followed it today and I've seen a few pictures, so great. Yeah, the episode for the younger viewer, with the late great Ali Brownlee, who was the best commentator Middlesbrough ever had and the best PR man that Middlesbrough never had. He had says to me, we were doing the game, we were playing at the Riverside, and we got into a phone in 5 o'clock to 6 after a Saturday kick-off. So 3 to 5, 5 to 6 we do the phone in. Ali says, Bernard, they used to call me Bernard, next week we go to Old Trafford, Theatre of Dreams, to play Manchester United. How far would you go if we go there and beat them? So I says, well, when was the last time we beat Man United at Old Trafford? He says, 68 years ago, so nearly 70 years. I say, 68 years ago was the last time we beat them. I said, I tell you what, I've heard the saying, you show your ass in Ben's window if it comes off. I'll go that far. If it comes off, I'll show my ass in Ben's window. So Ali said, I'm going to talk to the gaffer of Bins. And it was around about November, December time, so it was Christmas time. Everybody's looking for a good story, feel-good factor. Anyway, we go to Old Trafford the next week. We're 3-1 down. We're 3-1 up, Middlesbrough. 10,000 Borough fans are singing Bernie, Bernie shows your ass. We've not beat this mob for 68 years, and they're singing my name, who's nothing to do with it. I'm only doing the commentary with Ali. And they're all chanting in 3-2. And then I also remember a ball over the top, and Andy Cole, the former Newcastle player, who was a good player by the way, 1-on-1 with Swatzer. And I'll be honest, I thought, Andy, put it in the net, get me off the hook. I don't fancy showing my ass. It's November, it's a bit cold, and I need to wear a kilt and all that. And needless to say, typical Newcastle, former Newcastle striker, missed it. Fans, Bernie shows your ass, ended up in Ben's window, dropped the kegs, had a kilt on, 3-2 in my cheeks, and the rest is history. I hope that white kit got tonight back to normal on Saturday. Malcolm Taylor. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that then. Hey, Bernie, yeah. I could get my ass in a bin. So well done to you, Bernie. Yeah, the white kit Saturday. This is where I stand in the white kit. Somebody's come up with the idea, obviously for a good reason. But in the days of everybody getting offended, I was offended as a former player and Middlesbrough fan, watching my team at home, 150 years of existence, wearing traditional red at home. We'll mess about with shirts, we'll put multicolored things on, we put the poppy. That's cool, because it's still all red. But somebody's idea was, we'll play it white, we'll make it white, we'll play in white. And we lost our identity. We get done 3, let 6 in. The fans weren't as vibrant as they are. The 12th man was quiet in comparison with what they are all season, every season. No colours. I'm against knife crime. But wearing a white shirt ain't going. If I carry a knife, I'm watching somebody with a white shirt ain't going to change my ways, is it? If you carry a knife, you're a thug, you're a toe rag, and you're a coward. Every player saying a video like this, looking at the camera and saying, if you carry a knife, you're a coward, you're a thug, you're a toe rag. Get it in the bin, sort yourself out. And if you think you're tough, get the boxing gloves on, and whoever you want to box, go into a ring with them. That's how you sort it out, to be tough. Go in the boxing ring. If you carry a knife, you're a thug, toe rag. Get thrown into the lions on the River Tees. So I'm definitely not supporting it, but for my team to come out all white and you couldn't even see the blinking numbers, I thought was ridiculous. So, yeah. As I say, that's the way the world is now. Somebody got an idea, we wave this, we do that. I'm not a fan of any of it. I'm all for everything, But when they start ramming it down my throat and changing the dynamics, I don't get it. People pay 30, 40, 50 quid to go and watch their beloved sides. They don't give a flying what flag you're waving, what you're kneeling for, what you're wearing on your arm, They're not interested. It's football. The televisions, by all account, carry all these stories every day of the week. They're repetitive. I can't remember the last time I watched the news, but as far as I know, they still talk about knife crime and all the other bad things in the world, or things they want to promote, which is an agenda or a box ticker. I'm not into that. I don't read papers. Same way they carry the stories. Why are we bringing it into the game of football? Politics has always been in the game, but I'm not a fan of politics. Anyway, how's Trumpy getting on? No, seriously, Trumpy's off his head. Bernie, chances we created last few games. Some team was going to get a bad beating. Scored 4. Could have been another 4. Des in Watford. Hiya Des. Des Watford. Ireland. Des O'Leary. You're not a relation to David, are you? Dave O'Leary? I like Big Dave. Liked him. Well said. Well said. White Fucking 00. That's like the Fockers. Remember the Fockers? The film? That was fun. David Williams. I've not got time to read these. I apologise. So let me see where we are. So, if you've not heard the Talk BS podcast, I've got chats coming up with Ian Bairds, part 1 and 2. David Hodgson, part 1 and 2. Trumpy's just got a coach job at the bottom. But this week it's Terry Bywater, Paralympian, local lad, Great Britain, serial medal winner. You can listen to part 1. It's educational and it's enlightening, and just think how lucky you are. This guy at a tender age, a young kid in Middlesbrough, tibia fibia, had to get both amputated, and he's fought through everything. He now lives in Madrid, plays for Great Britain. He's obviously got a prosthetic leg when he's walking now, but on the games obviously he sits down, he's on the wheelchair. His muscles he's like Popeye. I hope he won't mind me saying that. But no, seriously, you should listen to him. Terry Bywater, part 1. You can listen to Talk BS. It's free. As I say, part 1's came on yesterday, and then next Monday will be part 2, and then Ian Baird will be coming on 1 and 2, and then David Hodgson. Some great stories coming up. We'll have more of that from the Borough on Saturday against Luton. Bernie, that's for Carl. I hope you're right. And then Luton Saturday, after the game, I always do 7:30. I won't be doing it to the Sunday. I'm going to do it 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock on the Sunday. The reason being, I've got a charity do. After the game, I go to Dovecote, and then I've got a charity do. I think, I still don't really know what it is, but it's all this night of the woods. It's either Mask or Saltburn. I've got the postcode. So I've got that on. So I will be talking about Middlesbrough, of course I will, but it'll be on Sunday between 9 and 10. I know it doesn't suit everybody. Some people are up for work in the morning. I totally get it. I would do it early, but there'll be games on Sunday, and everybody wants to watch games as well. Win tonight, draw the next, lose the next. Dear God, who's this? Borough are world beaters at inconsistency. T-side, stay in D. Yeah, I said that. We're consistent. That's the consistency we've got. The consistency of being inconsistent. We need to bet on that. But Trumpy turned it down. Edgar's going back to... He says, I asked how Trumpy's doing. He says Trumpy's been offered the Borough job at one of the coaches, and he says, no, he's turned it down. What left back do we have left? Well, I see Engel's still out. I don't know when he's been back. Ian Chewson asked me earlier. I don't know the answer to that. But I'm sure Ayling, with all his experience, could play it there for a few games. Dick Steele could even do that. Jones could play in the... There's players' versatility. There's players that could do it. So, yeah. But let me finish with saying, well done, Michael Carrick. Well done, the players. You got a fair bit of flack on Saturday, and you deserved it. We deserved it. It was awful. But tonight we bounced back. Yeah, they were a bad team. They look certainties to go down even this early. Hopeless. But we need to get a consistent run going now. Beat Luton, hit the international break, come out the international break flying, and let's get a good run together. Because we know the Borough Christmas time, the late great Ali Brownlee used to say, Bernard, Borough's down before the decorations. I don't like to repeat that because a lot of the times it was true. Anyway, well done Borough, well done the goal scorers. Yeah, good night, up the Borough. It's nice to go to bed with a win. I watch the Borough, I go to bed tossing and turning, thinking about, why did we do that? How did that go again? Why are we fanning about the back? And then I wake up the next morning with a hangover. I don't even drink. Good night. Cheers. See ya.